Well, good morning all. This is Patricia and I am traveling for history. On today's TV show, I'm going to talk about something that has been available in on the computer for my YouTube studio, and which is now available on our phones. So this is, I'm sure this will be as useful to you as it has been to me, which is why I want to not only tell you about it, but I'm going to demonstrate it and walk you through it as well. Before we get there though, before I tell you what this wonderful thing is, let me show you some analytics first. Don't run away. Analytics are important, and I think you'll be really impressed with these numbers. So this first one you see is from November 10, 2024. And we can see that the word post is highlighted, and that's what I'm talking about today as posts. That when I started posting in October, because we're showing 28-day, that it's up, the impressions were up 380, which was 37,900% greater than the last 28 days. This gets better. The next picture you're going to see, 447 impressions and up 44,600% in the previous 28 days. But we can do that better too. With this next one, this is November 14. The last one is November 13. This is November 14. 456 impressions and 45,500% more than the previous 28 days. And then I think there's one more after this. This is this month. It actually was yesterday or the day before. 513 impressions, up 1,082%, which is still more than the last 28 days. So why are these numbers important? When you post, the purpose of posting is to engage your audience, right? And admittedly, on my computer, out of sight, out of mind. I do very little on my computer for my YouTube channel. I would do everything from my phone if I could, but alas, some things I cannot do from my phone. I'd be interested with people who have maybe iPhones or maybe more expensive phones than I have. I have a mid-level phone. If you have more access to other things. But posts I can now do from my phone. And I think you'll really enjoy how easy it is. Although I will say it's not obvious. If YouTube is ever going to watch my video, could you make this stuff obvious? It would be much easier for us. But the percentages you're seeing there, the impressions, when I see that kind of increase, I know that not only am I engaging my audience who are looking at, which invites them to look at a post, but then they're looking around at my videos. I have over 1,300 now on my channel, yay, which gives people plenty of something to look at, whether it's shorts videos or long form videos or whatever in between, they have something to watch. And my numbers have been soaring since then. And although it's 1,100 and change a couple of days ago, it's still up, and I'll take up every day of the week. All right, so let me show you how to access it and things you can do with it, because it's one of those nifty tricks that is available at our fingertips. I will say the first time it became available on my phone, I was super excited, started posting right away, and then after 4 days, poof, it was gone. And I was wondering, am I going to get it back? 3 days. 3 days later, it came back, and thankfully, it's been here ever since. So when you open up YouTube Studio, it automatically opens to the dashboard. The dashboard is showing me the most recent video that I have up, and then the corresponding information to it. And then down here on what I'm going to call the taskbar, at the very bottom here, we have dashboard, content, analytics, community, and earn. I'm going to tap on community. And it brings us to here, with showing me some comments. And as I scroll down, where on earth do you tap to get that? Because this is the not obvious part. What would you tap on? Well, you tap on returning viewers, because that makes all the sense in the world. And on here, we can see the number of new viewers compared to returning viewers. This is the last 28 days. if we look at, let's say, October, which is when I started posting, I had 3,563 viewers. Oops. But we can see, oops, we can see that from here we can create a post. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. And from here, now we can see, share a sneak peek of your next video. Actually, they say different things on here. That's one thing it says. Sometimes it says if you use the @ sign and a channel's name that you could promote that channel if you wish. But I like this one here. Share a sneak peek of your next video. So when I tap in there, in that space, we can see that the keyboard comes up. I can't tell you much about, say, the typewriter keyboard, but the keyboard comes up. So I could type, and then you can see it right there. But I don't want to keep that gobbledygook right there. But then we do have choices. I don't know about you, but I really love choices. It's not all about just typing in, though I regularly do. I'll tell them, hey, just a quick reminder, tonight's video is yada yada. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, because why? I have an international audience. And this is the topic. I think you'll really like it, or it's fun. Come join the live chat, stuff like that. And then post it. Now, down here we do have some other options. Let's say you'd like to quiz your community. You can certainly do that right there. I've not tried that yet. If you have, I'd love to read about that in the comments below. And so 2 answers come up automatically, but you can add an answer. You can add an answer. You can only answer up to number 4. You can also add an explanation, which is optional. I haven't quizzed my community yet, but I'm trying to think of one I could suggest. But let's say you're thinking, oh, I didn't mean to do that. So you can delete, 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 and delete. Once you delete, you're back to that first screen of share a sneak peek of your next video. But as I said, there are other choices. There's this one here that lets you select a photograph. And this is all your images, so screenshots as well. So let's see. If I wanted to choose well, let's choose that one. This is a photograph I've chosen. And if I say next, now this is the photo. This is actually Monday's video, by the way. Melissa D is going to sing for us a song that was inspired by a Norman Rockwell book. But if I didn't want to do that, I could go back, and then go back again, and then delete, and then we're back to the original screen. But, we do have another choice, because, I love choices. I keep saying that, but I do love choices. I could come here, and I could add a poll, which is what it says down here. And if I choose a text poll, again, I have these 2 options. So if I tap up in the Ask Your Community, I have actually done this before. I've done the poll before. I asked, of these choices, which museum, of the museums I have filmed thus far, which one did you like best? And I include the Shelburne Museum, the Bread and Puppet Museum, and the Old Stone House Museum. If you're wondering, Old Stone House Museum won the day. So you can ask your community a question, and then you can add an option, which means you just type in an answer, just like that. And as soon as you hit delete on either of those options, the whole poll goes away. Also, under the poll, we can choose an image instead. So choose an image. I'll go with option 1, and I'll select, how about that one? And then option 2, I'll choose that one. I can add an option, come on. says I can add an option, but it says I can add an option, but apparently I cannot. It looks like I have 4 options on this one as well. And again, I could tap on that, bring up the screen, go with that, and go with option 4, which, oh, I don't know. How about that one? And then ask a question and share this with my community. And I'll go ahead and get rid of that too. Now, let's say I actually went with, I'll use Melissa D's picture again and wait for it to load. Slowly. There we go. Let's say I wrote the message and all that, and once I click on post, it's automatically going to go public. It says it right here, public. So that means it's immediate. You post it, it's done, it's up, and people can read it immediately. But again, we have options. Reminds me of my teaching days. If we click on the ellipsis next to public, now we have choices. Again, more choices. We could schedule it, and you just toggle the switch right there, and you select a day, November 22, okay. The time of day, 2 p.m., 2:42, we'll just go with that. And we can even put an expiration date on it if we want to. I have all my posts are still up. I've not, none has expired, but that's something I can choose to do. And if I clicked on done, it would be scheduled for today at 2:42 p.m., whatever I was posting. And then if you just want to get out of this completely, you click on the X, and then it brings you back to this screen. And if I click on, actually, let me go ahead and delete that. If I click on that, it goes back to this here. And you can see what I've posted. Tonight's video is on this West Arlington, on the Arlington Green Covered Bridge. And again, you can see it's pretty basic, what I say, with a little winky face. And then 1 day ago. So how often do I post? As you know, my videos, I have 3 official videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes I have a bonus shorts video because I feel like it. But I find that I actually enjoy posting. On Saturday recently, what did I post? Happy Saturday. How are you spending your weekend? And I talked about how I was going to spend mine. And, I thought that was kind of fun. And it keeps people engaged. And that's the whole point of adding posts, is to keep your audience engaged. Because when they're engaged, they're likelier to look around. What do views typically lead to? More watch hours. And we know for monetization, we need at least 1,000 subscribers and a minimum of 3,000 watch hours. Now, oops, wrong thing. I should mention too that once you start moving around in here, it opens YouTube itself. So you need to go back to your studio, YouTube Studio, if you want to go back to your dashboard, for instance. So we can see that my watch hours are up. They're up to 214 watch hours. That's over the last 28 days. All these little green arrows pointing up, everything is up there. That's on this particular video. And my last video also did really well, over 500 views. So going to analytics because, I can. Going to content and posts. We can see that impressions are at 682. Oops, there we go. 682 and 1,075% more than previous 28 days. More likes, more subscribers, well, 0 subscribers, but to have more watch hours. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? But here we go, back to dashboard. So it behooves all of us to use posts. which again is community, and then scrolling down, oops, and then coming to return viewers, and then scrolling down to create a post. I don't know why it isn't easier than that, that when you press community, it automatically takes you to that tab, to that place, but I don't work for YouTube. I would love to hear if you are not incorporating this and you try it. I would love for you to put in the comments below, because I'd love to hear you about your success stories. I think it will really help, particularly small channels. I have a very small channel, Even though I have so many videos up, it's still a small channel. And I feel that anything that can help us bring viewers and bring people to our channels is important. So that's it's so exciting. Hopefully you have the, I imagine if I have it, that you have it as well. I would think that they rolled this out to larger creators to see how it worked for them. And I've seen miraculous things with that. And people have responded to things on there. It's so many things, isn't it? The likes and the views and the subscribers, all that great stuff. By the way, when I was showing you the returning viewers versus the new viewers, for those who are returning viewers, thank you for watching my videos. Anyone who is a returning viewer for any channel, I'm sure every one of us appreciates that. Showing you the new viewers based on the posts, and that was specific to posts in the content area, as opposed to other things I could be doing. But I really enjoy posting, and it's pretty basic. I saw a post recently on YouTube that was actually, it could have been a video, but they chose to type it out as a post with photographs. And I thought that, and actually you can also post a video in there too. But really, it was a really terrific post, and it gave me ideas for more things I could do with mine. So, be creative out there and have a lot of fun with that. But it's been, what's the word I want to use? Miraculous. Miraculous comes to mind. So if it's working for me, I'm thinking it will work for you too. So why not try it? And if you have any tips and tricks that you want to share, I suppose you can make a video about that. This will be on my channel. But it's fun. And it gets me also to engage more with my audience beyond the 3 videos I put up each week. The bonus videos are as I feel like putting up, and this is almost every day that I post. I mean, I'm on my YouTube app anyway. I bet you are too, looking at the numbers. How many watch hours now do I have? Yeah, I know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this segment today. It's really fun, and I'll be offering in the coming months an analytics show, because I love looking at them too, and even more reasons to look at it when numbers are, well, not just up, but when they're down too, to figure out a way to change that around. If you're brand new at this, please don't get discouraged. Keep plugging away. So, this is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I have all sorts of neat stuff coming up. I still have plenty of content from the museums I filmed all over the place, including the creepy stuff I saw at Bread and Puppet. No offense to Bread and Puppet, it's just it's an interesting place that had some creepy puppets in it. But as I say at the end of all my YouTube, or nearly all my YouTube videos, this is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. And until I see you again, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye now.